us. Today we are with another guest, as you already know. He's here with us in Eva Study Media, all the way from Freedom. Yeah, let him introduce himself.
So my name is Evan Hoyt. I work at Freedom for Youth Ministries. I'm from Des Moines, Iowa. I live in Norwalk, Iowa. And we've known each other for a few months now, and you invited me on to just kind of chat about freedom and possibly myself and a few other things too. We're talking politics, right? The election, all of that stuff?
Anything you can
No,
talk about.
no, probably
We
shouldn't.
can talk basically about freedom.
Okay,
Since
okay.
you mentioned that
No
one.
politics.
You want to talk about politics?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Yeah. How long have you been in Des Moines, Evan?
I was born in Des Moines.
You were born in Des Moines?
Yep, I've lived in Des Moines, the Des Moines area my whole life. I graduated from Hoover High School.
Oh, wow.
Went to school at the University of Northern Iowa, where I met my beautiful wife, and we moved down back to the Des Moines area after we were married. We've lived in the Des Moines area for almost 10 years now.
Wow.
So, yeah, we moved to Norwalk in late 2018. So I've been there for coming up on 4 years now. We have 2 kids.
Yeah.
Little boy, he's 3, and a little girl, she's going to be 6 next month.
Wow. You like Des Moines so far? You're planning to move?
Yeah, there's just more opportunity down here. We were up in Waterloo, at Waterloo, Cedar Falls area, and there just wasn't a whole lot of opportunity for us to find work, so we came back down here. I worked at a museum for 6 years.
Oh, wow.
In Living History Farms. And then after that, I felt a call to join ministry. So I started working at Freedom for Youth in mid-2019. I've been there ever since.
Oh, wow. What made you go to Freedom?
Well, I felt a call in my spirit to look for a ministry.
Yeah.
The word ministry kept popping in my head, and I looked up, like, well, what ministries are in the Des Moines area?
Yeah, right.
And Freedom for Youth was one of them that popped up. There was a few jobs that were open. I applied. I got one of them, and my job has changed a few times since I started there, which is good. I'm always changing, growing, doing different things, and just wanted to serve in the kingdom. Work with people, share the gospel, and I like kids. I've had experience working with young kids, primarily young men before, so it was a good fit.
It's a good fit. Yeah, right. So maybe some people, they don't know what is Freedom for Youth. Basically, what is it?
So Freedom for Youth is primarily an after-school program in the heart of Des Moines. We work with elementary, middle, and high school students. We pick them up from school. We bring them to our 6-acre campus in the heart of Des Moines. We help the younger kids with reading help. We do Bible lessons with them. Middle schoolers and high schoolers get to go through our life skills classes. So on our campus, we have a wood shop, an art studio, metal shop, bike shop. We do cooking classes, sewing. We even have people individually come in and work with the students on their homework, maybe mentor them, tutor them in some specific areas. Yeah.
So is that basically an extra education? Because I believe at school they may have those kind of education too over there, like teaching how to do those kind of stuff.
Yeah, we really see ourselves as kind of filling a gap, supplementing students' education, because so many of the programs within the public schools are being cut, like art and wood shop. And there's so many kids in the schools that a lot of them are falling through the cracks academically. So we're able to help a lot of those that are actually within our community. A lot of our students just live in the neighborhood within walking distance of our campus.
Oh, wow. So you guys only deal with the middle school and high school only, or how does it work?
Well, it's elementary. It's K through 12.
Oh, okay.
And then after high school, we have 2 employment training programs. We have Freedom Blend Coffee and Freedom Construction Services. Freedom Blend Coffee is a fully functional coffee shop restaurant where we train 18 to 25-year-olds customer service skills, cooking, events, and hospitality. We roast all of our own coffee, so there's an opportunity to learn how to roast. And then at Freedom Construction, we do all of the construction trades. So general construction, so like framing and putting up walls, laying foundation, plumbing, electrical, pretty much any entry level type of trade training you can get there.
Oh, wow. That's so cool. So what do you like about it so far since you've been there?
What do I like about Freedom?
Yeah,
like particularly?
Yeah, in general, maybe.
Oh, I love the individual interactions
Yeah.
that I get to have with students of all ages.
Okay.
I don't work with the really little ones a whole lot, but you know, I walk through the program from time to time,
Oh, okay.
and you know, it's cool because they come up to me and they ask, "What's your name? What do you do?"
Yeah.
I got this funny spot on my face. You
Yeah,
see
I see
that though?
Yeah, I see
And they're always
that
like, "What is that?
one.
You're
Yeah.
weird." You know, that's and it you know gives me a chance to talk
Yes.
to them, and
Talking
I
to
tell them
them.
it's my beauty mark.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and they go, "What?"
They go, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then even with the 18 to 25-year-olds in the employment training programs, I get to there's fewer of them than there are students in all of the other programs, so we get to spend a bit more time individually with them working on their personal development, and I really like the individual times that I get to spend with those individuals. Get to know them, figure out where they're at in life, where they want to go, and how I can help. I don't know everything. I don't know how to do everything,
Yeah.
but I can relate with the desire to want to do more and be more and overcome obstacles and roadblocks. And if I can just be there to help them along and empower them to do it themselves, then I've done my job. I'm successful in what I have been called to do.
Yeah, well, great, great. So what is the role you play there? Most part you play at Freedom.
So my main role is what I just described.
Oh, only that one?
I mean that's
Pretty
kind of
cool.
what I've been asked to do specifically,
to
but then
do,
I
okay.
get to do a lot of other things as well.
Oh, okay.
So I'm in charge of our meal program.
Oh, okay.
So we feed every student that comes onto campus for program in the K through 12 programs. So I coordinate with volunteers to bring in meals for those students. And if there's not a meal, I oftentimes either do it myself or we go and get pizzas, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of our transportation. So we pick up students from school and then we take them home at the end of the night. So I'm in charge of not so much the routes, but maintaining the vehicles, making sure that they're good to go.
Oh, okay.
I do a few other handyman maintenance tasks around the campus. Like I said, it's a 6-acre campus. We have several buildings, lots of grounds. I'm in charge of the gardening program.
Oh, yeah.
So you're starting to see how I got my hands in lots
Yeah,
of different
and
things,
then
right?
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
kind of how it is in the nonprofit and ministry world.
Yeah,
Is that
busy guy.
it's like here's your job, but here's your other job and your other job and your other
Yeah.
job. Yeah.
Wow. So, do you guys work in out of school in the mall area, or you guys have
So
some
Freedom for
limitation?
Youth is an official Des Moines Public Schools
Yeah.
partner organization. So we are in partnership with the schools. They know who we are. They know what we do. They understand that we're a faith-based organization. But we're here to help. We're here to love and care for the students. And oftentimes the schools will recommend students to us, especially if they need help with reading or other academic situations that they may be struggling with, because they know that we are, well, first of all, we're a free program. Doesn't cost us anything.
It's future.
We're open to students of all kinds. Anybody can come.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, we have capacity, but like I said, we would never turn anybody away, regardless of who they are or what their needs are. Yeah.
So how long distance can you guys go pick up school from wherever they are, like student?
Like the furthest that we would go.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's probably a better question for Cortland Jackson, who is our kind of program development manager.
Okay.
He's in charge of that. But if I were to say, I think we pick up from some schools on the east side, on the other side of the river. But yeah, we probably go 15 to 20 minutes out from where we are on average.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
we got some students on the south side as well that I'm aware of.
So if somebody wanna do like what you do right now, what is the requirement?
But what requirement?
Like if somebody wanna do what you do.
Well, they wanted to do what I do.
Yeah.
If they wanted to get in the ministry.
Yeah, right, and be in your position.
To be
basically.
in my
Yeah, right.
oh, you know, you got to go up into the mountains and pray for a really long time and
Pray,
yeah,
yeah.
just sell everything that you have,
Hey.
you know, and follow Jesus, you know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, everybody that's in ministry comes to it a different way.
Oh, different way. Okay.
My way was I've worked in nonprofits my whole professional life.
Okay.
And I felt in my previous job, I loved it. It was lots of fun. I got to do lots of interesting things, meet a lot of interesting people. But I felt like I needed to do something that was more important to God
Yeah,
versus
okay.
what was important to me.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
and I realized that I needed to make God's priorities my priorities. So by doing that, that's how I found myself drawn toward ministry, because nobody's getting rich off ministry, and if you are getting rich off ministry, you're not doing it right. It's not real ministry. But we have people that work that work with us, that I work alongside, that have come out of really hard situations, or they've come out of the corporate world. Like they worked in like banks or something, and they were just kind of felt how I felt. Like, oh man, I'm making all this money, but what's it for? And then you go and you work in ministry, and you help a kid with their homework, or you teach somebody how to drive and they get their driver's license, and it's like, wow, that was infinitely more valuable than going and working downtown in a skyscraper and making six figures. Because when this world is all said and done, what is your stock portfolio going to matter? In the eyes of God, God's not going to care how much. He's not going to be like, oh, wow, you did a really good job on that investment. Really proud of you. I'm glad that you made that investment. No, that's not what he's going to say. He's going to be saying, I'm glad you made that investment in that child.
Yeah, but I believe you are a rich guy, the way you look, right?
What's that?
You get some cash, you're a rich guy.
No.
I mean, you don't have money?
I
believe you have a lot.
It's a tricky thing, money, right?
Yeah.
Or what was the word you were using for it?
Cash.
Yeah, well, money. The other word was
I forgot.
The word we were just talking about.
Oh, the other word, they call it makuta.
Makuta. Makuta's a funny thing.
Yeah.
Because you can never have enough of it.
Oh, yeah.
And even people that are really rich, they oftentimes still find themselves in the same financial situations that people that make a lot less money than them make, because they spend more. The more money you have, the more likely you are to spend it. And people that are making 3 times as much money as I am are probably still living paycheck to paycheck, or worse, or they're in debt, or so making money is only as good as your desire to do good with it. Like you got to be smart with it, right? And I understand if you want to make lots of money so that you leave something for your kids, right? You want you don't want your kids to be left high and dry if something were to happen to you. But if you're making lots of money just because you're hungry for it, you'll never be satisfied. You'll never be satisfied. The often misquoted Bible verse is money's the root of all evil, right?
Yeah, right.
No. It's the love of money is the root of all evil.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, because money's just a thing. Money. We need money for society to function. It's a mechanism for things to just happen. Same thing with government. Government isn't necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. It's a mechanism that society created in order to function. But the love of money and bad people can do bad things can happen. Same thing with government. You put bad people in government, bad things can happen. Put good things in government, bad things probably still happen, but then there's still more likely a chance that something good might happen.
Wow. That's good. I also heard that you help with immigration, like if somebody want to get a citizen.
Oh, yeah.
Like you also do those kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the students across all of our programs that we serve are all ethnicities, nationalities, races, people from all over the world live in the Des Moines area, where we're located, Hickman and MLK, kind of near Broadlawns, north of Drake.
Yeah, I see that.
And we see a lot of refugee populations in those neighborhoods, particularly in the apartment complexes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm aware that there's a lot of Afghan refugees that have been coming to the city. Since last year, but a lot of the employees in the employment training program we see are within these demographics as well, but they're at an age where they can now apply for U.S. citizenship.
Yeah. So
the way that the rules work is you have to have been in the country legally for up to 5 years.
Oh yes, yeah.
And then you can apply.
Right.
So I've been leading a class on how to attain citizenship for the past couple weeks, and we're going through the entire process, start to finish, of what it looks like to fill out the N400 application, take the civics test and the English test, going through all of the questions that you get asked when you go in for those tests. Yeah. So going over American history, U.S. geography,
This kind of stuff.
Government and politics. Yeah, it's a lot of fun going through it.
So you are also a teacher, basically, in that case, then.
Yes, not officially a teacher, but I do teach.
You do teach.
Yeah.
Wow. So I heard you mention about age from 17 to 25. You said
18 to 25. Yeah.
to 25. So what about if somebody is over 25 and still need you guys' help? Would you guys be able to help them?
We wouldn't necessarily have a program for them to enroll in and to be a part of, but one thing that we are blessed with at the location that we're at, we do have a lot of people that just come off the streets and are like, "Who are you guys? What do you do? I need help. I need help with this." Like either they're homeless or they're struggling with substance abuse, and we'll always bring them in, give them something to eat or drink, pray for them, ask them if they need anything. We've given bikes out. We have a bike shop.
Oh, wow.
We've given bikes out to homeless people before that just need to get from place to place, or
travel around.
yeah. But there are lots of other partner organizations in the Des Moines area that we have relationships with that we can send them on to. Like, for instance, if somebody comes in and they're newly homeless and they don't know where to go, they don't know what to do. Just up the road, like you could probably walk there in 10 minutes, is an organization called JAPA. And they're a faith-based ministry that helps helps homeless people of all ages. So that's really what we would do, yeah. Because our main mission is to help the youth. Freedom for youth. It's in the name, and the reason why we want to specialize in working with young people is to alleviate the poverty cycle. Get them help while they're young, so that when they get older, they don't find themselves cycling and spiraling into situations that could lead to substance abuse or homelessness.
Wow. That's pretty good. And you guys who heard, Evan is a Christian. You're a Christian.
Yes.
Tell me, what is your favorite verse in the Bible?
My favorite verse in the Bible is in Psalm 56. And I'm really bad at quoting Bible verses, just so you know. So this is going to be a slight paraphrase. And so it's my bad. I'm not a very good Christian in that sense, but it basically says, God is my protector. What can man do to me? And I took that verse with me into my interview with Freedom, because I'm like, I'm going to stop being afraid of people and fellow man. Because with God on my side, what can man do to me? You can physically hurt me. You can insult me. You can tell me to get out.
Yeah, right.
But as long as I have Christ and the Holy Spirit, you really can't harm me.
You cannot.
You can run me over with a train, and you're not doing any real harm to me. And I like that verse because it really keeps me focused and trusting in God and His will.
Wow. That's nice. You have anything to tell about the fans, the people who's watching you right now?
My fans?
Anybody
Your fans or my fans?
All fans.
I was gonna say I don't have fans.
We both have fans right now.
I have a wife and 2 kids. Those are my fans.
Only those and Jesus too. You forgot about him?
Yeah, of course, but I'm more of a fan of Jesus than he probably is. No, he could. Well, that's the beautiful thing, is that Jesus loves us more than we could ever love him.
Right. See, that's a good thing right there.
Yeah.
You can tell them there listening.
Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for having me, and I'd be happy to come back on and discuss anything else other than politics. Yeah,
we are blessed to have. Why not politics? If we don't talk about Donald Trump.
There's too many political shows out there.
Oh yeah.
There's so many political commentators, and they all have a podcast, and they all listen to this, subscribe to this, and they're all saying this. They're all blah blah blah. They're all saying the same thing, and they're all always wrong, and nobody ever gets together and talks about good things.
So what other thing would you like to talk about when you come back next time?
Oh, I could talk about anything.
Anything.
Ooh.
All right, guys. Thank you for being with us. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down there. Utakuwa umetisha sana. Big up.